Hello everyone, it is AM Satellite and today I'm back with some Garen gameplay. This video is going to be about how to win the lane against a Nasus. Now well, when I recorded this gameplay, I didn't think about that. It was not really my objective, I just wanted to record gameplay, and by the way, yes, I did forget to put my rugged skin on again. Well, it's not like I forget, it's more like the damn friggin' team builder, as you can see I'm riding right now, makes me lose my skins very often, and it's annoying as hell because it's just annoying. The normal skin is good, but the rocked skin is just a lot better. Well, let's get back to the topic though. This video wasn't really planned to be a guide on how to beat Nasus as Garen, especially because every Nasus player is different, and of course there might just be one who is able to beat even the best Garen. And I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm a decent one. I think I'm a decent one. Well, what you're gonna see here is the very famous play to be annoying to Nasus kind of gameplay, because unfortunately, Nasus is a monster late game if he farms. Well, he will get his thousands of stacks anyway, because a good Nasus will never team fight before he has a lot of stocks. He's just going to focus on farming, and in this video you're gonna see, I think he does gank other lanes and team fight, which is not very good. I think if I were Nasus, I don't play Nasus, so I'm not the best person in the world to listen to when saying this, but if I were Nasus, I would just stay in my lane all the time and farm without even caring about the rest of my teammates. I know it sounds selfish, but that's because Nasus played as a lone wolf, or well, as a lone dog, because he's a dog. But Nasus played as a lone wolf, can carry the game, can carry the team to victory, and it's not hard to do. He does it. I've seen a countless Nasus playing like that. So as you can see, the first thing I do after I saw him was poking him with my Q. And you're gonna see that I silence him very often to try and prevent him from being able to use his siphoning strike. But unfortunately, I fail very often because it's very hard to time silence in a manner so that he can't use his Q. But yeah, you can see I'm just spamming auto attacking him and drawing minions aggro on me, because Nasus needs to be stopped. Like, I am so afraid of that champion. Like, I'm almost as afraid of Nasus as I'm afraid of Master Yi, and I'm very afraid of Master Yi. You can see I'm just playing Garen the way like someone new to League of Legends would play Garen. Like, I'm just spamming all my abilities in lane without even caring about pushing my waves and all that stuff. I normally don't play like this. You can check out my other videos if you don't believe me, but that's true. I don't play like this normally. But I guess Nasus, it's a whole different story. I absolutely need to spam and to constantly poke and trade, or I will lose my lane to him, because as soon as he gets a few stacks, even tankiness won't help you, because the damage of his Q becomes too high to take. So yeah. Now what you're gonna read in the chat is me telling Nasus that I love his skin because infernal Nasus is by far one of the best skins in the game and the best on Nasus. And Katarina tells me thanks, like if I were referring to her skin, and I'm like, well, you see, she just wrote thanks, and I'm like, well, no, that's not your skin. I actually don't like her skin. But I do write yours is nice too, because I didn't want to make her sad. It would have been pretty sad to say your skin sucks, Nasus. I was referring to Nasus, get the fuck off. That would have been terrible. And so I'm gonna get the first blood right here with a very common trade combo that you guys know about. It's the main killing combo in my guide, a MOBA fire, and it's, I think, pretty much the best way to engage with Garen is by using flash, because when your enemies see you activate your Q, they will try to stop you or avoid being hit by silence. So flashing in just gives you the surprise effect for that. Now, what you're gonna see in this game, as I said, is me focusing on trying to prevent Nasus from being able to make his early and mid game, instead of focusing on farm like I would normally do. But unfortunately, I would say I did a decent job, but I didn't do an amazing job. And the reason why I don't think I did an amazing job is because I got ganked very often and ended up getting killed quite a few times, and actually not too many, but a few times, because unfortunately I was forced to stay in lane and farm because I didn't care about farming early. And as you can see, I just completely destroyed his health bar again, even though he's not exactly the squishiest champion ever in this game. But still, I'm tanking all of his damage and trying to trade with him often because my main aim was to prevent him from being able to play his late game. And I don't remember, I think the enemies surrender in this game, spoiler alert, but even though I don't remember exactly how it happens, I'm not 100% sure they surrender, but I see the game doesn't last very long, so I doubt that this is going to last long enough. And as you can see, I'm just dying to get my level 6 because, you know, I would like to ult Nasus. And what you're gonna see here, I don't remember if I survived this, but I think I do. I'm going to run away using my Q, thankfully. And what's gonna happen is Rek'Sai gets a kill, but then I unfortunately end up I end up getting killed. I'm not sure if Rek'Sai gets the double kill. No, he doesn't because of fear. But I got killed because, well, he tower dived me and did manage to get the kill. I don't know why Rek'Sai went all in, because he could have just easily used his Q while underground to kind of kill Nocturne, but he didn't. And, you know, that was basically it. So, as you can see, I'm building tanky, and I'm trying to... My main objective is to just prevent Nasus from playing. I'm not even focusing on farm. I'm not. If you think about it, I am focusing on kills because every time I have the possibility to kill him, I do it. But in general, I try to just... I don't care if he dies or he just ends up having to recall. I don't care about it. It's no difference. The important thing here is that you prevent him from farming. Now, I don't remember how many stacks he had at by now, but I think he was very, very far under 50, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't have many stacks, which is good. It's amazing, because it's proof of me doing a decent job. Let's see here. I think he only had 42 stacks by now, which is, you know, decent. A good Nasus by now would have a lot more. And as you can see, I keep poking him, but since I've gotten my Ninja Tabi, it's impossible for him to think about killing me, because Nasus is reliant to his basic attacks. So, you know, if you prevent his basic attacks from dealing full damage to you, you're gonna get a lot tankier automatically. And the 25 armor I get gets boosted by my passive from Courage. So I don't even have to care about building Warden's Mail. As you can see, by now I could have killed him. I didn't see I had my Ignite, but if I did see it, I would have killed him 100%. And as you can see, I'm gonna kill him now. He's going to use the health bot, but I don't care because Ignite prevents him from healing as much as he would normally. So you can see it's kind of a pretty good result overall, because he is being zoned. He tries to zone me using his E, but it doesn't work because I'm tanky. I don't take that much damage anyway, so his E doesn't zone me at all. I just take full damage from it and keep farming. You see, he's just spamming it, and when he decides he wants to poke, I finish him off. Didn't even land my silence on him because my damage was too high. So yeah, that was the second kill I got on him. And as you can see, I am writing to him, "You shall not farm." And the reason why, you know, I just wanted to let him know that I wasn't playing like that just to be annoying, because you know, he is Nasus and I'm afraid of his late game. So, you know, I'm not trying to be a bad player and be annoying or have disrespect or whatever, but I'm just doing my job as a top laner, preventing the enemy top laner to become a carry and you know, potentially carry myself. Now, I don't think I carried this game because, as you can see, my whole team is doing a good job, and you know, it's not necessary for me to just carry the game, but overall I do play a decent game. By the way, as you can see, Nasus told me something very scary for me. He was like, "I don't care about you, you can slow me down as much as you want, but I will get my stacks in late game." Except, you know, that's not gonna happen. A spoiler, I'm going to give you another spoiler, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. And it won't see that happening. So, as you can see, I silence him again, and I keep trading with him, and I take no damage thanks to my Courage. I think Nasus is just a fairly normal lane. The only difference between this lane and any other is that you need to play like you never played League of Legends before. Like, forget about farming, just focus on preventing the enemy team, Nasus, from farming. You need to focus on that only. If you don't do it, you may just end up dead. And I'm not lying, guys, it's true. Even if you build armor and Nasus gets his stacks, he will ignore you early game. Like for the first 10 minutes, he's going to completely ignore you, and you're gonna be like, well, I'm dominating. And then what's gonna happen is he makes an all-in on you, and it kills you in 2 hits thanks to his siphoning strike. I'm not lying. That's how it works. I'm sure every one of you, anyone who's watching this video has played at least once against Nasus, and you know, has seen this with any other champion apart from Garen. So as you can see by now, I am still trading. I am farming and trying to zone him, but you know, I can't really kill him at this time because I don't have my ultimate. As you can see, he uses his ultimate, and you can see I flash. Now you might tell me that wasn't really the best idea ever, and that, you know, I overextended, underestimated him, whatever you want to say. The reason why I think I didn't do a bad job is because he still didn't farm. When he was using his ultimate, he was focusing on me, and my minions just kept pushing in my lane and killed him again. You know, so you know, flashing away from his ultimate is always a good idea. And as you can see, this Katarina, I think she's going to kill me because I am just that lucky. And yep, that knife just connected. I don't remember if Rek'Sai kills her. I think he doesn't, because he then gets away because he realizes that her damage is fairly high. And as you can see by now, what's happening basically is that I get a kill, and then I get shut down, like say shut down. I get killed because enemies gank me. So you know, this is what makes a good game different from an amazing one, because that's how it is, right? As of right now, I'm not playing an amazing game, I'm just playing a good game. 3-2-1, 54 minions at 11 minutes, it's a decent amount of farm. And I don't remember, damn it, I just popped it out. I didn't see how many stacks Nasus had. I'm very, because you know, stacks, the amount of stacks they have is the kind of the meter that you have to understand how good of a job you're doing. Because if he gets his stacks, no matter how hard you try, if he gets his stacks, you're not doing a good job. No matter, as I said, no matter how hard you try, it might look like, oh my god, I'm just zoning him, and he still has stacks. That means he's just farming under your nose, and you didn't even see it. So you know, you're not just doing a bad job, you're also stupid and blind. So just keep an eye on his stacks and realize how hard you should focus him. He has 69 stacks. That's a very low amount of stacks right now, because if you think about it, I don't know, as I said, I don't play Nasus, but I think a normal Nasus would have about, I don't know, at least 130 stacks by now. Correct me if I'm wrong, because as I said, I don't play Nasus. But if you play Nasus and you know how much farm you would have at this time, please write that amount of farm stacks you would have at this time in the comment section down below, so I get to know how bad or how good this Nasus was doing. So as you can see, he's constantly zoned. I'm pushing my lane because I want to destroy his tower, and also because I got the feeling that this guy was having trouble at farming under his tower. Like this, he picked up that minion, but he had trouble because his tower was basically stealing him CS. So yeah, learning from my past wrong mistakes, I put a word right there and decided that I would gank because Nasus was very far behind, and I was like, all right, you know, he's very far behind and he's not even there anymore, so I can just go ahead and go for a gank. Unfortunately, what you're gonna see here is that it's not going to happen. The gank is not going to actually happen, because Katarina was playing under her tower, and Nasus and Nocturne smartly organized themselves to prevent me from escaping. So as you can see, I am feared and I am engaging them, and boom, I think I get a kill on him. Yes, I do get a kill on him, and even the extra gold for shutting him down. Then I underestimate Katarina, go at her, and then I die. And so you know, that was fairly weird. I unfortunately didn't have flash, so I couldn't have escaped anyway. Like, even if I wanted to run, I would probably not have made it. But I did a mistake. So now this time I kind of failed in the chat, because I thought Nocturne was referring to my ultimate, because many people complain about it. They say it's OP and whatever, and you know, I thought he was actually referring to you. So I completely delete everything and write, oh well. And I think I'm not sure if this is the game into which they say, but someone writes, it's not everything is about Garen. And if you're watching this video, person who said that, yes, everything is about Garen. Screw you. because Garen is the best. Well, no, by far he's not the best, but he's still a very good champion, and the fact that he's underestimated should never make you think that he sucks. Let's get back to the game now. Well, I think I talked about how you need to be annoying to Nasus in every possible way. I think I did that enough, so we can go ahead and talk about the game overall instead of focusing only on my lane, because, you know, there's nothing much more to say. The knife farm, I don't know if that word even applies to League of Legends, because this is not Dota, and that's the second tower hit I get in this situation, by the way. Do not let him farm, do not let him get kills, basically do not let him do anything he would normally do in a lane against you. So yeah, what you're seeing here is me being dumb, because it's dumb. You never, like, you wouldn't, I think diving Nasus, unless you get a sure kill, diving Nasus is stupid, because Nasus can just slow the hell out of you. If I'm not mistaken, in a ranked game, there was this Nasus who had maxed his Q, and I was like, oh my god, I can't fight against him. He prevented me from basically outputting all of my damage. And as you can see, my ultimate is now level 2, so if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna pick up another kill on him very, very quickly here. He's going to, you can see, even if he's not, if he doesn't have those many stacks, he has 111, I think. He still kind of packs a punch on me, right? You can see that he fights back now, and he's far behind. I mean, I've gotten a lot more kills than him, and I've gotten more farm than him, but still, he's putting myself in trouble. And his ultimate, as usual, is a huge, huge problem. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't kill me here, because he's dumb. He dives me, and you know, you never dive Garen, because he can just finish you off very quickly. So yeah, that wasn't really me having skills. It was more like him being too greedy, and you know, I was to be fair, I did say you too, because you know, he did play well. He didn't play bad. That was a good play. Like, ulting in that specific moment when my health bar was at about half was very, very good. He didn't, I think he didn't play bad. It was more like I didn't let him play, so you know, he was far behind. There weren't many things he could do to kind of prevent me from keeping on killing him. So by now I'm 5-3-1, 87 minions. My farm score is terrible. I am not a good farmer anyway, even when I'm not focusing about the enemy. But, you know, I generally do farm a little more than this. I would be over 100 by now, at least over 100. So, yeah. Now, as you can see, I have my Ignite up, so I'm, like, convinced that I'm going to get another kill. And if I'm not mistaken, I do get another one. Because, you know, Garen is not like Riven. I mean, you would refer to as like, when you think about as a hard snowballing champion, you would think about Riven. Like, after she gets the first kill, she snowballs like mad. She gets 10, 11 kills easy. And as you can see, I'm going to help this Rek'Sai here, but without a real success, because he is going to die. But if I'm not mistaken, I do get a kill anyway. Oh no, no. At this time, I didn't get a kill because my ultimate was on cooldown. But unfortunately, he is sure my ultimate is still on cooldown, but he doesn't know that my level 2 ultimate has barely 80. I think it's got about 100-second cooldown, so it's very, very low, and I can just kill. It's almost always ready when I need it. Needless to say, it gets to a 60-second ultimate, a 60 seconds cooldown when it's on level 3. So you know, this is just Nasus is just the kind of champion that you can play a normal Garen against. Build armor, focus more on building tankiness. Except there is one thing I didn't say, man. Lucky for me and for you guys, in case you wanted to kind of play against me, I remember about it now. If you play as Garen against Nasus, you must, and I'm not lying, you must grab an early brutalizer, because without it, you can't play. You can't do anything, because Nasus stacks armor normally. Normally, Nasus stacks armor. And you know, this guy wasn't stacking up armor because he didn't have enough damage from his stiffening strike. But if you're Nasus and you do get enough farm, you're gonna probably build armor so that you also get tankiness. So in general, You know, the armor penetration given by the brutalizer is very nice, and the damage is also good. Now, what you can see in the chat is me complaining about somebody telling me, no, I agree to disagree because Darius has a better finisher now. Well, alright, let's talk about it. Right, Noxian Guillotine is very nice, but it's not even close to be as nice as my ultimate. Like, Demacian Justice is 10 times better than that. It looks better, and if you think about it, it actually deals more damage. First up, because the flat damage it deals is higher, and then it also deals more damage because it scales off of your missing health. Like, Noxian Guillotine is true damage, and if you build health, you basically render it useless. While, you know, the Demacian Justice scales off of your missing health, so no matter what you build, even you may build health, you might not build health, I'm always going to finish you off anyway. And as I said, it just looks better. It's a fucking ground. You know, it's a fucking sword that falls on the ground on top of an enemy's head. What looks better than that? I mean, alright, Darius's jump is nice, but I have one myself. My Q is a jump, and the animation is so similar to Darius's ultimate that I don't really care about it. So, you know, that's just not true. My Garen's ultimate is the best finisher in the game. Period. So yeah, what you can see, I'm recalling, and by now I'm 7-3-1, and I'm dominating because, of course, once Garen snowballs, he gets his high damage and high tankiness state, and he's very hard to kill and will always surprise you. So yeah, what you can see here is you know, me basically just playing like a mid laner. I'm just roaming around. My lane is almost left. My lane is definitely less left, and I'm not going to kind of focus about her again because it's useless for me to be on lane by now because Nasus is behind. He's really behind everyone in the game, and you know, he doesn't need me. It's not necessary for me to kind of focus on him anymore. And as you can see here, I think I'm going to get killed here because boom, 7-4-1. Because I wanted to kill Katarina. I used my Q and flash engage. Guess what? I forgot that my ultimate was on cooldown. That was a huge fail. If I had it, I would have just killed her before even turning the corner, and you know, that would have been and then I would have been able to escape, but unfortunately I didn't do it because I'm just you know I failed. In this case I failed. So as you can see, Nasus is writing you deserve to die, and yeah, what you can kind of see is that Nasus focused me like hard because he wanted to kind of he was mad at me for snowballing him so hard in early. And yeah, this is a 4v5 at this time because I think their support went AFK. What Nocturne wrote is they would have won quite easily, and because we are full AD now. Truth be told, that's right. But first up, my ultimate deals magic damage, so in a team fight it still does make the difference anyway. Plus Yasuo is you know, Yasuo is just even you could get as much armor as you want, Yasuo will always kill you anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So Nock was convinced that they would have won. Now it could be that they would have won because probably my bot lane or my mid lane wouldn't have, and you know, even if you have the bot lane may not have won, but the bot lane or mid lane, I don't remember who went AFK in the enemy team, but I think it was a bot laner. So even if their bot lane was complete, Nasus, who's the biggest resource of their team, was shut down. He was useless. So I don't know who would have carried them, because in this situation we were dominating. Our bot lane didn't play a bad game anyway, and you know, in general it was overall good. So I don't know. Indefinitely I can't tell if we would have won anyways or not, but I think we would, because we had a decent team comp, and I would have snowballed Nasus anyway, so I was going to If necessary, I could have ganked the bot lane in case it was in difficulty, and I would have been able to make a difference anyway, because contrary to common belief, Garen does make a difference, and you know, you see this in this video, but it's not like the biggest proof of all times. You can see it in other videos. Like this time, that was terrible because I failed miserably. But you know, she used the heal, so it wasn't really like something I could change at all. So I was just tanking damage and making them waste their abilities on me. As you can see, Severe deals me no damage. They were trying to kind of do what they could, but still, it wasn't enough. And as you can see, Nasus was starting to kind of be a problem. And as soon as we saw that, we started focusing him to prevent him from being able to continue that terror. So well, he was very unlucky there. Like, he just ended up in a tower hit. But yeah, as you can see, they stupidly surrendered, completely wasting the potential of a Nasus who could have maybe carried the game in late game. But in general, this was a video into which you saw how to kind of prevent Nasus from being able to carry. All you've got to do is deny farm by making sure that he doesn't get a breath. Damage him continuously, make him so afraid of having to farm, punish him every time he tries to do so, and I assure you, no matter the case, you will always prevent Nasus from win with every champion in the game, except maybe, I don't know, who is countered by Nasus, I don't know. But yeah, in general, just focus on being annoying as hell. Play like a noob, just focus the champion and fuck your farm. Well, that was it for this video, guys. I hope you guys are gonna keep following my Garen guide, because it's getting updated very, very soon. I'm going to add new possibilities with Garen, some troll picks and all that stuff. And also YouTube's gonna get some content of that sort as well, because it's funny to play troll. I know it's funny, and I will share with you those moments. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are gonna get this noble Nasus as well with Garen like I did in this video. See you next time. Bye.